Okay, I'm actually ready to start this. This is going to be the first time I've tried a YouTube video, and I've got my composition set, f-stop, shutter speed, ISO, all that set in the camera. I like the way I framed it, like the color, and now I just got to step into view. And to be honest, that's one of the hardest things to do. What's up? My name is Kyle, and I'm here to create my very first video. And hold this like this. This has been a really tough journey for me to get to this point. To the point where I said, like, it's time to actually do this. And it wasn't the big people on YouTube that inspired me. It wasn't, Peter McKinnon or YC Imaging, different people. I love their videos. I love the information that they put out. But it's like these low-key YouTubers that are like me, older, and trying to find what they can talk about and to, embrace this platform. So I commented on a video and with this creator, Russ Tanaka, and it got me into really considering man, here I am to tell him, oh bro, you're doing it. Don't care about the quality and different things like that. It should just be about the messaging. But I couldn't do that for myself. And it wasn't until the other night that I really thought hard and I said, what's my mental block? What's actually keeping me from creating a video? And it hit me like a brick. But if you were raised up in the 90s, you're gonna remember this term, biting. Don't bite nobody's style. All right? If you were an MC, if you were a b-boy or a house dancer or even a graffiti artist, the minute someone tried to steal your style, you would get called out, right? They were like, hey, no biting. That was like cause for a fight. And since then, I've held that in my head, for 3 decades now. I never want to bite anyone's style. I'm always trying to be original. But that was done at a time when we didn't have YouTube, we didn't have threads, we didn't have all these different things. We weren't bombarded so much with the imagery that we have now. So it's really hard to try to come out with something unique to yourself when you have the whole world putting out their uniqueness. Now, my uniqueness is going to be from my point of view, my own storytelling, all right? But still, the things that I molded into myself in high school were still living with me, and so that's what it was. I couldn't find my unique way of speaking or even giving myself a reason to actually want to sit down and do this. I've created reels. That's been a challenge in some kind of ways, but at least I've done them. But taking on long form was actually intimidating because I thought, I need to have a script and I need to have a teleprompter and I need to do this and that. I was making all kind of excuses because I'm a creator. I'm a professional creator. I'm a photographer and a graphic designer. I will do this for a client. I will set up anything that they want. My brain instantly can activate when I know I have an assignment. But the hardest thing to do is to do it for yourself. It's just, again, it's a creative mental block. We get in our own heads. And I think it's because we are afraid because we know what actually it takes. People who are actually doing it are the real brave ones because they're getting up and they're really trying to find ways to be creative. And here I am taking it for granted that I have the knowledge, I have the know-how, but I was just being a lazy ass and just not doing it. Or scared. Scared about what I was going to say, how my flow was, how I look on camera. It's come up with so many different things. But if I don't start, at least with one video, if I don't start this, then how the hell am I going to improve or get better, right? Just like my reels did eventually get better until I kind of just stopped making them. That was kind of silly of me. I should kind of keep going. But I'm hoping that this way will kickstart something a little bit more deeper, a deeper conversation. Not the quick 90-second, just entertainment kind of thing, but just really talking to you from my perspective and such. So that's what it is about. All right. So again, my name is Kyle and I'm a professional graphic designer and photographer. And I'm also a Zumba instructor. Yeah, straight up Zumba instructor. I absolutely love it. It is one of the ways that I have found that I can build a community. Because in that Zumba class, we have doctors, we have nurses, we have doulas, we have paralegals, we have artisans, craftsmen, we have a range of people. We all do something to make a living And that's just what it is to make a living. But they come to my class to release. And I give them a place to show up and show out. So I'm trying to bridge the things there, because that was another thing that I was apprehensive about. I thought I needed to separate out and compartmentalize exactly what I do. If I was a graphic designer, they didn't know anything else what I was doing. My photography clients, I put them in a box. And then my Zumba peeps, they knew I was a graphic designer and photographer, because to them they thought it was cool. But I didn't want my clients to know I did Zumba. I didn't even want my clients to know that, I shot certain types of photography, like wedding photography and portraits and such. I thought they might look down on it. It pained me after so many years, 2 decades actually. It pained me because I was denying my true self. I was denying the thing that makes me me, to the point where I just almost quit. I just said, I don't want to do this anymore. I just want to focus on one thing. I just want to be a graphic designer. I closed the photography business, which is silly of me, but I recently put that back up and I'm showing my work. And I'm telling people I am a Zumba instructor. I lead with that now. I lead with being a Zumba instructor. It's not embarrassing. Right? Everyone goes to the gym and wants to work out and want to do something. And I can dance, right? I can straight up dance. So you're going to come to my class and you're going to jam with me. We're going to do samba. We're going to do hip hop. We're going to do salsa, cumbia, all these different things with my hip hop flair, because that's my background. So I am now interjecting Kyle mix into my design, into my photography, and into my dance. It's just wrapped up in my personality. So that's been my struggle, and now is going to be the path that I take to become one person. All right, so anyhow, that's kind of just what I wanted to say for this very first video. I got other topics to talk about, but if you did find it interesting or it resonates with you, please comment, let me know what inspired you to maybe create your own video. And if you'd like to, give me a follow. I will try to create more videos and get into a better flow. I felt like this one, I felt good about creating this one this time. It doesn't feel forced or fake. So anyhow, I hope that you did like it, and I'll check you next time. Peace.